Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your July 2018 general horoscope reading. So, I'm shuffling the cards a little bit more here. So, drop me a comment below, of course. Let me know what is shaped up in June, how July is going for you. What are your feelings? Just simply, what are your feelings right now? Okay? Talk to me. So Scorpio, I'm really excited to talk with you. And I have this special filter going on, this sort of cool bluish toned filter because we're in Cancer season. You know, Cancers ruled by the moon, and Cancers rule the oceans and the seas. And so this is a time for everyone collectively, you know, where emotions run high and intuition is spiked, you know, especially if you're a water sign like you are, Scorpio. And your first two cards just jumped out, so I'm gonna go ahead and woo! I have to show you the first card, the center of your reading. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. A lot of coincidence is a terrible word. A lot of karmatic occurrences and shifts in your fate happening already. Okay, so anyways, I'm sorry. Continuing, I'm going to go ahead and lay out the rest of the cards because I do feel like with that, they are done. Oh, okay. I'm really excited to talk about your cards. Okay, I did the Cancer reading before yours, and I'm just seeing some occurrences and synchronicities here. So, anyways, getting into the astrology, Scorpio. July here, we have on the 10th, Jupiter goes direct. So that's beautiful, you know, for expanding and growing on things now, you know, because that is big, you know, what Jupiter rules and governs is what and where we're wanting to grow and expand with things, you know, philosophically, but also physically, you know, whether it's a business, whether it's a endeavor like that, you know, it's direct now. So that makes that easier. And then on the 12th, we have the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse. The first eclipse that has to do with the Cancer Capricorn polarity, which the north nodes will be shifting, or I'm sorry, the nodes of the moon will be shifting in around November. So it'll be going from Leo Aquarius to Cancer Capricorn. So, big changes this month in July. Okay, big sort of things and occurrences. Already looking at your cards. Yeah. So it's eclipse season, you know, because also on the 27th, we have the full blood moon and lunar eclipse that happens in the sign of Aquarius. So eclipses are the biggest transit and sort of opening portal energy that we can experience here on the earth. So there's just so much going on with the planets, you know, I can't possibly discuss all that in these videos, you know, and this is a general reading, you know, so it varies, you know, depending on your chart, but generally speaking, you know, and this is affecting all of us just on some big areas of our lives. So we also have, before that lunar eclipse on the 27th, we have Mercury going retrograde on the 26th, and so that's going to be a time where you want to, you know, things are going to be a lot more internalized with communication and a lot more fuzzy, you know, and so that's a good time to just double check the contracts, anything you might be thinking about signing, you know, signing onto a new lease, or if it has to do with legalities, just all that. It's a time where you have to think doubly hard and make sure you are dotting your I's and crossing your T's more, because this is a time when people can goof and, you know, make errors more so, especially with the eclipses happening as well. So there you go. There's the little breakdown of the astrology. taking you down here, Scorpio, to take a gander at your cards while I pull you a rune stone to go at the center of your reading as well. And I already, before I started your video, Scorpio, I felt like I want to do this a little differently with you and your sign. I'm going to shake the rune stones and we're just going to kind of see what pops out. Okay? Okay. Wow. Okay, so you have Radho. The Nordic rune Radho. So why I said wow is because Scorpio, it looks like a lot of you are having some dealings with a Cancer. Go watch the Cancer reading so you know more about what I'm talking about, but they got the same rune stone and I drew it out for them. I put my hand and mixed it in there, drew it out for them and shook it for y'all. So this is powerful. For a lot of you Scorpios, there is some synchrony in coming together with a Cancer. At the top of their reading, they also got the 8 of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of information and karmatic sort of faded messages that are surrounding a Cancerian for a lot of you. So take heed, pay extra attention to that. Some of you are going to be going on an actual literal journey or move with a Cancerian. And for some of you, it's just with another water sign. You have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of your deck here. Knights are all about travel, movement. Cups, you know, that's your element, water. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk face to face again, shall we? What is cracking here, Scorpio? There's a faded, that's just the best word for you Scorpios that I can come up with right now. Their Wheel of Fortune. The fixed signs are being most affected by all these changes that are going on, and Cancers as well, since the solar eclipse is happening in their sign. You know, we have here, see if I can get this right here. Okay, so there's you. There's you. Scorpio is often in the tarot represented by an eagle. So the eagle is the Scorpio fixed energy. You know, then we have Leo down here, Taurus. Faded occurrences and messages and intuitive downloads rolling in for you. And this is affecting you here in July for the next several months. It really is. You know, the Wheel of Fortune brings in a lot of long-term sort of shifts and changes. But there's a significant sort of journey, trip, vacation for some of you, or moving with someone that is going to be very significant. And there's something along that journey, that trip or vacation, that many of you Scorpios need to pay attention to. There's something you're going to learn that is going to be quite powerful for you, okay? And I'm getting with Radho, one thing Radho can also speak about is now, for you guys, it's speaking about now is not the best time in July to move on any specific contracts. I'm actually getting the message that some of you need to hold back, or there's a sense of editing. You needing to make some edits, some changes before you sign the contract. Here in the recent past, you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is one of those rulers over double checking contracts and double checking the facts of what is stated. You know, so coming into July, I feel like many of you are having to be a little ruthless, you know, and very precise with some things, okay? So at the bottom of your reading here, in the subconscious area too, you're having the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Your groups and relationship, I'm getting more groups and friendship circle for you Scorpios is being sort of looked at in a subconscious manner, meaning we're also in Cancer season, so this is looking at who in your circle, Scorpio, is trustworthy, who is not trustworthy, who you can laugh and celebrate with, and who is just there to suck your energy. And this could be the other way around for some of you too. You know, are you sucking other people's energy too much, you know, in the group? Are you giving back just as much as you're receiving? So, friendship, group circle, those sort of connections are being looked at right now. You're going to have to feel your way through that. And Scorpio, you shouldn't have a problem this month with that. So, just saying. Then you have the Five of Pentacles here showing up in your near future. For some of you Scorpios, this message, the message I'm getting for you is there's someone who is making you feel like this, who's making you feel slighted, who's making you feel cheated. Someone who has... I'm getting a little worked up and mad for you guys right now. So this is just what I'm feeling. And we're in Cancer season. My moon sign is in Cancer. I feel like I'm feeling intuitively things extra strong with these July readings. So bear with me. Oh, there's someone who is like cheating you. And it has to do with this that we just talked about. With these friendship group circle that's going on, okay? Someone is making you feel devalued. Making you fear. Causing some fear and just ultimately, it's not so much fear, it's just more, I'm getting distrust and feeling cheated, feeling jaded by someone. So Scorpio, pay attention to that. You're not going to stay stuck here. You know, I already intuitively feel that. You know, you have the Wheel of Fortune at the middle, at the center of your reading, which is all about phases and just constantly moving and evolving, you know, that circular movement, okay? So you're not getting stuck in one of the four corners. I feel like there is a happy sort of progression here, but there's something karmatic about this experience, okay, and how you respond and react. Eight of Wands here. So with Eight of Wands, not only is this some messages, like we talked about at the beginning, this to me, for you Scorpios, is saying you are going to be asked to impulsively act on something. You know, sometimes it's not right, you know, or yeah, just simply it's not sometimes right for us to impulsively act. Sometimes we have to draw back, and sometimes we have to take more time and go hermit, you know? But no, this situation in July, you know, the situation is going to vary for you Scorpios, but whatever the situation is you are being asked to, you're having to ask, I'm sorry, hold on. You're having to You're having to ask, okay? That word ask just flew out of my mouth. You're having to ask something and initiate and take action on something pretty quickly here. But I feel like with the Queen of Swords being in your recent past, this is, you've done your homework already on a lot of things, and you know your rights, you know your facts. And so this is about, okay, it's go time, and whatever energy or person that is doing this to you and making you feel like that, they better be prepared, because you are coming in here flying in with taking action. And I'm getting, it's probably going to be closer to when the sun moves into Leo, around the 22nd, where those messages and those sort of it's like you're sort of clearing up your path, Scorpio. I'm just envisioning a lot of you, you know, you're going through like this crowd of people and you're like, move, you know, make me a path. That's the energy that I'm getting. And that's kind of as specific as I am intuitively feeling right now. So in the extended reading, so the extended video link will be below in the descriptions box. You can download it or watch it online. We'll discuss further details and we'll draw clarity for this and that Knight of Cups as well. And I'll get you your animal spirit guidance card as well. Okay, so we'll talk about all that in the extended. And yeah, so thank you so much, Scorpio. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can get the alerts and updates about the moon tiding videos, the line light investigations, and all of it there. So that button is below. Thank you so much too for your likes and your shares and just all of your feedback below. It really does help me as a reader and just help support me. And you guys have been so awesome the last few months to me, so thank you. And yeah, if you want to do a personal reading with me, my email and all that Etsy shop information will be below too. Okay, so I will see many of you soon in the extended reading. Ta-ta for now.